Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Driving Unicorns. It's Antoine and I'm here with Ethan. So yeah, we're gonna talk about your car today.
Before we get started, I'm so excited to announce that we've released some new designs available in super comfortable hoodies and t-shirts that you can buy right now at drivingunicorns.com. Let's get back to the video.
What's the car and what's the story about the car?
This is a 2013 G37 IPL, 6-speed, red interior.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I'm very happy to do an interview with you today and be able to talk about your car.
Thanks.
After meeting you at Driven Show, I was like, that thing is amazing. The LEDs. We're not going to see all the LEDs today, of course, but seeing all the mods that you have, the wheels, the engine mods, like I was blown away. I was like, I need to meet that guy. I need to make a video.
Thank you.
I see the engine bay is amazing. So yeah, I feel like you started there, or maybe you started to lower the car. What did you do first?
The first thing I did was engine bay. I didn't do the lowering stuff, like the air ride and stuff, till just recently.
Okay.
I started with the engine bay because I wanted to start my build in the engine bay and then work my way outwards.
Right. You wanted to make sure that you finish the build. So like, let's start with the most important stuff, power and like looks of the engine bay, everything, and then move outside with the wheels. So what's the intake on it right now?
Right now, these are the 3-inch admin tuning intakes.
Okay.
And
nice.
I do have a Motordyne M370 Motordyne intake manifold.
Right.
And as for exhaust, I have Fast Intentions.
Yep.
Resonated high flow cat.
Okay.
And the GT Haas catback exhaust. Those are pretty much just bolt-ons, and then I got a Ecutech tune.
Okay, so you got a tune on that. Do you know the power you're running? I know the audience always loves to know.
I don't mind telling
What's
anyone.
the power like?
So I did actually get 332 to the rear wheels.
Okay, nice.
265 torque.
Yeah. How do you like the power? Is it comfortable? Is it enough power?
I don't think it has enough power, but my kids actually love this car. I was about to sell it 2 years ago. They've been actually helping me work on the build.
Yeah.
So I get them hands-on, helping me out, loosening some screws or whatnot.
Just learning about.
Yeah. So the last 2 years, we've turned this from the other gray car into this red car, which is now wrapped. It's not paint. Some people do think it's paint, but thanks to Reform Designs, they did a great job with the wrap.
Sorry, you said it's Reform Design?
Reform Designs, yeah.
Nice. And what's the wrap on it? What's the
This
the
wrap
name?
is the APA. I mean, I don't want to tell everyone, but whatever. I'm not a gatekeeper.
Oh, you don't need to.
I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not a gatekeeper.
Just mention the brand. You don't need to talk about the specific.
It's APA America.
Okay. It's really nice. Like, it's really sparkly. Like, we're going to show on the camera with closer shots, but...
Thank you.
So what did you do to make it complete to you in the engine bay here?
So yeah, I have the ARC oil coolant catch can combo tank.
Yeah.
I haven't quite connected up the brake coolant catch can yet.
Right.
I mean, the coolant part of it's connected, but the brake catch can part isn't. Still working on that. I do have the Cusco strut bar, which I did get powder coated to match the same as my plastic covers here.
Yeah.
Plastic covers actually sent off to a buddy in Ohio. So far they've held up great, so that's good to know.
Yeah. Really.
And then I think the biggest project I did was a couple of years ago over the winter. I did the wire harness tuck. It did take at least 3 weeks of winter break just working on it hardcore.
It makes it super clean. There's no wire anywhere. You know, like on the sides and stuff, you don't see them. They're just tucked in.
I pretty much ran everything through the fenders, and then also had to extend a couple wires here and there, but we made it work.
Beautiful. So you put the strut bar in to make it stiffer for the whole body, right? The handling of the car. So I guess you have some suspension. Is it on coilovers? Is it on bags? What have you done? It's so low and tucked in. I guess it's on bags, right?
So before I went full show, it used to be a little bit full go, or whatever full go I can get out of it. That's when I did put the strut bar in. When I did have KW V3 coilovers before this, it just made the ride tighter. The turning was tighter. Everything just felt better. But at this point, this thing is just now full show, and
it's oriented full show.
There's no point in me taking it down Mission Raceway anymore.
You can't even fit a credit card in there. It's tucked in. It's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So that's the show height right now?
So right now, this is at the lowest preset. I have the Airlift 3P system. It wasn't just the air that had to get this fitment. I had to get the SPL billet, front upper control arms. Yep. And in the rear, I have the rear traction, SPL, rear traction arms, rear camber arms, SPC eccentric lockout kit. And yeah, the Cusco strut bar. That's about my suspension right now.
All right, and I feel like the audience wants to know about the wheels for sure. They're freaking amazing. Work wheels, right? So what are they? Why did you choose those? And also I think they're wrapped in Falken.
10 years, I really wanted to get work. Just was obsessed with getting work wheels.
It's legendary, yeah, you have to.
So I followed the catalogs for years and years and years, hoping that they would come out with the same sort of style as the Vossen CVT.
Oh.
So I just waited, and then all of a sudden I saw it last year or the year before, and I had to order it. These are the Gnosis CVS. I ordered them through A&J Racing in Richmond, and they brought them in to the exact spec that I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the size on them and offset?
Yeah, so I'm running a 20 by 10 in the front, 20 by 11 in the rear.
Yep.
The front tread is a 225 20, and the back is a 255 20.
Oh, wow.
So it is a little stretched. I did shave the edges of the tires a bit too to try to get that perfect fitment. And my buddy Adrian Tash at Bags Wheels Done on IG, follow him. He's the one that did the fitment. So he's up in Mission. If you guys need to get your fitment done in Mission.
All right, let's jump in the car and talk more of the mods and the interior mods and the trunk setup.
Sounds good.
All right.
Man. Whatever you want to know.
Let's go for a drive.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're in the car. Finally, taking off, going for a little drive. That car sounds fire. Nice now. We need to show some exhaust sounds from the outside after. What exhaust do you run right now?
This is a catback GT Haas.
Oh, okay.
Meisterschaft.
So just a catback?
Just catback. I also have the resonated high flow cats by Fast Intentions.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. I love the interior, red interior. It's really crazy. Got some headrests. What are these actually?
These are Tommy Cara. It's just a JDM brand.
Yeah.
Rare stuff, just a collector. So I actually got these, and then got the Tommy Cara shift knob.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm trying to get the Tommy Cara seatbelt pads. They're kind of hard to come by.
Yeah.
I do have there's only 7 pieces made of the Tommy Cara gauge cluster piece. I got one of them. I got 7 of 7. I haven't installed it yet because it's gonna involve me taking apart this entire. It's for the interior. The roof and the pillars are all wrapped in Alcantara. Got the headliner done with the starlight.
Where have you done that?
My buddy Roop Gosel from Ink Rides, he actually did this in his shop.
Yeah.
Just Alcantara wrapped suede headliner. All my pieces, all these plastic pieces used to be beige. He got them, he sanded them, primed them, and made them black.
Damn. So it's custom made.
It's all custom, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
One off.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And then we see in the back, what's that in the back? That setup.
So that is
Full car.
you can see the back of the Utopia M 210s. And if you look closely, there's a sort of a cassette tape. Is a detail. Okay, so Roop called me one day and he's like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What year were you born?" I'm like, "83." So that's it. Then he hung up, and he wouldn't tell me what that actually meant.
Yeah.
So when the car was done, and he did, because I did give him creative freedom, and he's really good at that. So just give him full go, and it was awesome the way it turned out. So actually, it represents a cassette tape because nowadays kids don't know what cassette tapes are. They don't even know what CDs are.
Yeah, we can see that. I can see it for sure.
We've fully changed out all the interior speakers. We've got rid of the whole Bose system other than the head unit. The Bose amp is gone. All the Bose speakers are gone. The car is fully sound deadened now with Sound Shield. Even the trunk.
It's very quiet in here.
Yeah, fully sound shield deadened.
Yeah. And that steering wheel, carbon fiber, Alcantara.
This is Alcantara as well. The steering wheel is from VQ Carbon Customs. I think he did a great job.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
It goes really nicely with this masterpiece automotive cluster gauge cover.
So, of course, you're on Airlift suspension. I was wondering, like, have you scraped a lot on your splitter or anything? I see, like, you have a carbon fiber front splitter, and it's intact, which is surprising.
Well,
because you're super low.
Funny story. This is actually my second front splitter.
Yeah.
The one before this, that was my first splitter ever, and I always said I'm only gonna get a splitter once I get air. So I got the air ride. I'm like, hey, let's get a splitter, but I guess it wasn't bolted on correctly. And finally, after months and months of not driving my car, the first day I finally drive it from Mission back to Vancouver, I end up back at home with no front splitter. So we got the front splitter is carbon fiber from TG Works.
Yeah.
He also did custom rear spats for me, also from TG Works. The side splitters are from Easy Splitters.
Okay.
And front hood from CMST Tuning, and rear trunk is from VIS Racing.
Okay, nice.
All carbon fiber.
Yeah, I love all the carbon around the car. I really love the hood. I think the hood really sets it off. Like it makes it unique, like your car. You know, you see the engine bay, you see the engine cover. It's really nice.
That was a big selling point, just to have that tempered glass window to look into the engine bay.
Yeah, that was not custom. Like you bought the hood like this, and then it got wrapped.
Yeah,
just outside of it.
CMST Tuning. They originally came out with a pre-order of only 20 hoods. A bunch of guys in the G37 community, they ended up buying the hood, and I asked them all about fitment and everything. They said it was really good, so I ended up getting the same hood.
Oh, I see. Really cool. Do you think that's the reason why you win competitions and you win prizes?
No, man. I mean, there's a lot of nice cars in the industry. It's just a matter of luck and who's judging, to be honest.
What did you win as of now?
This year went to Driven in June in Vancouver and ended up winning Best of Show Infiniti and also Best in Show Sound. And
it sounds good. We can hear it now.
The biggest event that I won in my life so far is Best of Stance at Stance Wars. That's a huge one for me. Ever since I was young, I've been hitting Stance Wars up, and I've always wanted to win that show. I didn't actually think I was gonna win it this year, and I feel completely humbled and honored that I actually won it. To take that one home, the coveted wheel, that's a big feat, and I just want to say thanks to my family, my two boys, my nephew David, Armand, Aniv, my sons, my wife Gummel, because without them this build wouldn't have been possible.
100%.
Yeah,
shout out to you,
KML. Yeah, without family, Dominic Toretto says, without family, this build wouldn't have been possible.
Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for making that video possible, and thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next episode. Peace.